Welcome back to the new chapter on allocations and mixtures in arithmetic. We already discussed about the percentage, time and speed, and percentage, and of course profit and loss also. We already discussed it out. Now we are going to focus on allocations and mixture. Allocations and mixtures is very important for the businessman because without the knowledge of allocations and mixture, the businessman cannot satisfy the need of the customer, because every customer has a different budget and different capacity to buy the product. For example, a person comes to the grocer and asks for a rice. The grocer has two varieties of rice. The first rice is rupees 60 per kg and second rice is rupees 90 per kg. Now when a person is watching the rice at 60 per kg, he wants that, oh, this is not the quality which I want, I need a better quality. So the grocer is giving the another quality which is rupees 90 per kg, but the budget is very high. So he said, no, the budget is very high, I want good quality but little lesser budget. Now if the grocer doesn't have a third variety of rice, then what is going to happen? He is going to lose the customer. But if he has a knowledge of allocations and mixture, then he can mix the two varieties of rice in such a way so that he can satisfy the need of the customer. So under this chapter we are going to discuss about this kind of ideas of allocations and mixtures, and we will look at the very practical examples that a businessman is going to see in his entire life. So let us start the topic, allocations and mixture. This is part 1. So the rule of allocation says that you have to draw a cross, you have to draw the cross, and here you are going to write the first quantity or price, and second price you are going to write here, and the common price you are going to write in the middle of the cross. Now remember, when you are writing first, second and common, you need to take care, whatever you are writing the first, you have to write the same denomination. For example, if you are writing the cost price, then here also there should be the cost price, and here also there has to be the cost price. If you are writing the kg, then here also you have to write kg, and here also you have to write kg. So whenever you are reading an example, you have to look at which price they have quoted or in which measurement the quantity is mentioned. If the price is quoted in cost price, then you have to write everywhere the cost price. If the price is quoted as a selling price, then you have to start writing selling price everywhere. It should not happen that here you are writing the cost price and here you are writing the selling price. It should not happen. If it has happened, then your answer is wrong. So once you will write this thing, then what you need to do, you have to deduct second from the common value and first from the common value. Now it may happen that one figure is positive, one figure is negative, but you have to ignore the positive and negative. You have to write whatever the difference is coming over here, and that difference is showing you the ratio of either a weight or a number. For example, if it is a rice or an oil or you can say ghee, butter, then the ratio should be in terms of liter or a kg. But if it is a number of students, or you can say number of mobile holders, then the ratio should be in the number. So you have to look at whether the quantity is expressed in price or whether it is expressed in kg or it is expressed in liter. That you need to take care, and accordingly you have to calculate the example. Another important point is the first quantity, the ratio of the first quantity is mentioned over here, and the ratio of the second quantity will mention over here. So this is the rule of allocation. You need to understand this diagram, and then we will proceed to the another example. For example, a businessman purchased a tea at rupees 60. Now purchase means CP at 60 per kg, mixed it with a tea at rupees 65 per kg. So again this is CP, and sell, now this is SP, mixture at 68.20. So on both the sides there are CP, but the common is expressed in SP. So what we need to do, we have to find out the CP of 68.20 rupees and 10% profit. So when the SP is 68.20, then profit is 10%. If you find out the whole value of 10%, it is 1 over 10. So you have to add 1 in 10, that is 11 over 10, and we are going to find out the CP. Therefore you have to flip this value, that is instead of 11 over 10 you have to write down 10 over 11, and then 60 is the SP. So here we are finding CP 68.20 into 10 by 11, that CP comes to rupees 62. That rupees 62 we have to write down here. Now 65 minus 62 is 3, and 60 minus 62 is 2. You have to ignore and plus and minus. So here this is the ratio, 3:2 is the ratio. So you have to add 3 kg of tea, which is rupees 60 per kg. You have to take 3 kg, and you have to take 2 kg of tea, which is rupees 65 per kg, and then when you mix both 60 and 65, you can sell at 68.20 and you can earn 10% profit. Let us take the second example. Sugar of rupees 20 per kg and rupees 15 per kg, and we sell that mixtures at rupees 16 per kg. In this transaction we do not make any profit and loss. Find out how much of sugar at rupees 20 be mixed with sugar of rupees 15. So the first variety is rupees 20 per kg, second variety is rupees 15 per kg, and the mix you are going to sell at rupees 60 per kg. Mind well, in this transaction you are not going to make any profit or any loss. So 16 minus 15 is 1, and 16 minus 20 is 4. You have to ignore plus and minus. So weight is 1:4. So 1 kg of 20 sugar to be mixed with the 4 kg of 15 sugar, rupees 15 sugar, and in this transaction you are not going to make any profit or any loss. But the ratio of mixing is 20 rupees sugar 1 kg and 15 rupees sugar is 4 kg. You have to mix it up. Next example, quality A grade rice is at rupees 620 per kg and quality B grade rice is rupees 7.20 per kg. In what ratio these two quality to be mixed so that we can sell the mixture at rupees 6.50 per kg? So 6.50 will be here. So 720 minus 650 is 0.70. 620 minus 650 is 0.30. So remove all these 0. So what is going to happen? The ratio is going to be 7:3. It means rupees 6.20 per kg you have to take 7 kg, and rupees 7.20 kg rice, and you have to take 3 kg. When you mix up these two and sell the mix at rupees 6.50 per kg. Now this ratio is in weight. So either you take 7 kg or 7 gram and 3 gram, or 7 kg and 3 kg, or 70 kg and 30 kg. So that is the beauty of a ratio. A businessman sells 50 kilograms sugar. Some part of it he sold at 8% profit, and some part he sold at 18% profit. If the average profit is 14, average means overall profit, then how much kg he sold at 18 per profit, 18% per profit. So let's say some part he sell at 8% profit, another part he sold at 18% per profit, and overall profit will be 14%. So 18 minus 14 is 4%, 8 minus 14 is 6%. So the ratio is going to be 2:3. Now total is 50 kg. It means 20 sugar at 8% profit, 20 kg sugar at 8% profit, and 30 kg sugar at 18% profit, so that his overall profit will be 14%. Next, two type of rice is mixed in the ratio of 3:2 and sold a mixer at rupees 22 per kg. Then a businessman made a profit of 10%. If the CP of the first type of rice is rupees 10, so first type will be here. Then find out the CP of the second type of rice. So we don't know the CP of the second price. Now it is mentioned that the mixer we are selling at rupees 20. The mixer we are selling at 22. So SP is 22 and we are making 10% of profit. So whole value of 10% is 1/10 and we are making profit. So it is 11/10, and from SP we are going to find out the CP. So this value will be flipped and it is going to be 10/11. So CP is equal to SP, this is SP, into 10/11. So CP is going to be 20. That 20 we have to write down here. Now x minus 20, and here it is 10 minus 20, it is 10, and that ratio is already given 3:2. Now x minus 20 is to 10 is equal to 3:2. So x minus 20 divided by 10, because if 5 by 3 can also be expressed 5/3, is equal to 3 by 2. So when you do a cross multiplication, 10 into 3 is 30 and 2 into x minus 20, so that is going to x is equal to 35. So answer x is equal to rupees 25 per kg, that is the second variety. So here we are ending part 1 of the alligation and mixture. We will see you in part 2 of alligation and mixture. Thank you very much, and we will see you again in part 2.